You become what you believe you will. I'm going to say that again. You become what you believe you will. I want you to think about Michael Jordan just for a second, and remembering when he got kicked off the school basketball team. And he went home to his mum and he said to his mum, "Mum, I got kicked off the basketball team." And his mum said, "Well, what do you want to do?" I'm paraphrasing. "What do you want to do?" And he said, "Mum, I want to play basketball." And she said, "Well, you better practice. You better use the summer to practice." So he went out practicing every day. And at the same time, whilst he was practicing, he was affirming, "I'm the greatest, most successful basketball player in the world." Words to that effect. When Sylvester Stallone was trying to find somebody to buy his script of Rocky with the condition that he played Rocky, he never let go of that story, no matter what was reflecting to him out there, no matter how many people offering him hundreds of thousands of pounds, dollars, to buy the script. And at the time, he was absolutely starving, hungry, starving. He had to sell his dog. But he remained faithful. Listen to my words here. He remained faithful at being Rocky. And what happened? Well, the proof is in the pudding, isn't it? When you tell yourself you are it, you will become it. It might not happen overnight. So, I just forgot his name. Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wanted to become a famous Hollywood actor, and he had things against him. People weren't hiring him because of his accent, things like that. I mean, it's ridiculous to think about that now. But it took him 5 years. He didn't give up. He became what he told himself he was going to become. He became a famous Hollywood actor. You know, when you tell yourself what it is that you want to be, and you tell yourself enough times, what happens is you'll start to action. Things will start to happen that are leading you down that path, as long as you remain faithful to that. As long as you remain faithful to that. So whatever it is you are wanting to become, when you tell yourself you are it, even if it feels really, really far-fetched, even if it feels really, really far-fetched, tell yourself that it is yours, it is done. And when you remain faithful to that by speaking it in, believing it in, visualizing it in, whichever technique you choose to use, but when you tell yourself you are it, you will become it. And what will happen is things outside of you will start to take you on a journey to that outcome. And it may not happen overnight. I'm just being reminded about Michael J. Fox, who was living in a little apartment while he was working as a bit star actor, got not being paid hardly anything. I think he barely had enough money for furniture, let alone food. And that was his life for about 3 years. But he kept going, he kept plugging away, And we never see that, we know the story about Michael J. Fox. Whatever it is you tell yourself you want to be, when you do it dominantly enough and you show the universe that you mean business, it will bring it to you. It will bring it to you. When I was building my business, I had no clients, and I kept doing the work. I kept speaking in, and I kept doing the work, and I kept speaking in, and I kept talking about taking my business to Ibiza, and all of these things. I had no proof. All I did was I kept speaking it in. I kept speaking it in. But I kept action in alignment. So the energetic congruence was in alignment. It was in harmony. My story that I was speaking in, along with how I was actioning, building my social media platform, my YouTube channel, it was all in alignment to me being able to then get clients to then take them to Ibiza with me, via Zoom. You see, so what is it that you want? Because nothing is out of your reach. And the only reason why you don't have what it is that you want right now is because You've allowed a belief to stop you. You've allowed a belief to stop you. That's the only reason. Or you've allowed fear. I used to have beliefs years ago that, you know, I would think about the life that I wanted. I would sit on a plane in economy. Nothing wrong with economy, but I always had bigger dreams than that. And I would sit on a plane in economy, and I used to dream about being in the front of the plane. And now I'm in the front of the plane when I can get a seat. Just booked a flight, couldn't get a seat in the front of the plane. So I'm not in the front of the plane, but you know, I am always in the front of the plane when there's front of a plane seat available, you see. So when you keep believing in what it is that you want, speaking in, believing in, visualizing it in, telling yourself you are it, you will therefore become it. You know, I am consistently speaking in how I want my business to unfold. I'm consistently speaking in how I want to have people to share experiences with when I'm out in Ibiza. I'm consistently speaking in, you know, I was speaking in how I wanted about a month ago, I was going, oh, you know what, I'm going to redecorate my home. I was speaking in, my home's redecorated. I've got beautiful furniture from the White Company, which I love, and it's beautiful and everything. Within like, you know, a month, I was like, oh, I spoke that in. And now I have that. When you speak in whatever it is you want, I know that's a little silly thing, but not for me, because for me, I'm so pleased I was able to be able to do this to my home. But when you speak in what it is that you want and you remain faithful to that, it will happen. It will unfold exactly how it is supposed to unfold without force. Like when I was building my business, I had absolutely no idea. I know I was building a global platform. I didn't see it that way. I kept thinking that I would have clients from my hometown that would come and sit on my couch, and I'd make notes and, you know, and then see them out the door when we finished the session. That's what I thought. But little did I realize that actually I was creating a global platform to have a global audience and a global client base, you see. And what you dream, what you desire, when you remain faithful to the universe will deliver, but it will deliver that. Your dream here, but it will deliver that. And that's what happened to me with my business. You know, when I have people to spend time with when I go out to Ibiza now, lovely people to have fun with. I have self-loving friends. I never had a group of self-loving friends before, like, you know, so kind, so genuine, and so kind and so amazing. You know, I speak in about money. I speak in about having a life of freedom and free flow, and life of freedom and abundance, you know, and having passive income and all of that. All of that, because I speak this in daily, how I see myself. I speak in about my looks. I speak in about, you know, my hair, my eyes, my teeth, my body, how I'm effortlessly toned. I speak it in, therefore I become it, you see. All I do is I speak it in on a daily basis. I am consistent. It's the C word again, you guys. I'm consistent with speaking it in. So you become what you believe you will. So if you are currently in a life that you don't like, if say it's your career, say it's a business that you no longer want to be involved in, a relationship, or not in a relationship, or wanting to be with somebody but you think they're out of your league, the only thing that is stopping you from having the life that you want, and the only reason why you're experiencing the life the way it is right now, is because of what you speak in. So if you change the way you spoke, if you change the way you spoke to yourself about your desires, about your dreams, about who you are as a person, those desires and dreams will, when you are persistent with that, will come to you. You will be directed. Things that you will need to do will happen. People will have to fall out of your life, maybe. Relationships may need to end. You know, things will have to change for you to create that change that you're wanting to experience. You see, so because you can't take that version of you to that if that's what it is that you want, you see. So the easiest way to remain consistent and persistent and diligent with speaking in who you believe you want to be, so you therefore then become it, is through a healing practice. That's exactly what I did. So it's through either deep inner healing work, if you're ready to go deep, to dig up the root, which is the biggest, most darkest, most negative belief that you're holding on to about yourself. Unknowingly, it's there, that has been embedded without your consent within you, which is why the patterns of your life have been shaped and molded around these patterns of belief within you. So if you're ready to go deep, that would be then rewiring the neural pathways, recoding those neural pathways, which is what I guide people to do to transform their lives with life transforming skills in the Be Love program, whether that's the ultimate VIP live experience, a 3-month experience with me in a group format, whether it's your own self-study, advanced self-study program where you actually are just going to do the study on your own, or whether you're looking for more of that intimate, intensive one-to-one support where I'm blind spotting you, just like I would be in the VIP ultimate experience. I'll be blind spotting you there, but just in a group format. So you've got a variety of different ways that you can actually get to uncovering what your root is and the support around that as well. So these are life transforming advanced skills that I am guiding you and teaching you how you can take these with you wherever you go. You'll never need coaching again when you grasp how to use this, when you understand how to uncover your root, when you understand how to take the ego out of the equation and to get to your subconscious, when you do this on a diligent basis and you are constantly then more in contact with your subconscious rather than your ego, you will then learn to trust that your subconscious has all of the answers, you see. And that's what I do. I go within and get the answers. I go within and get the answers, and I get the answers straight away because I've built that connection. I've built that trust with me and the subconscious mind. So you will become what you believe you will become. You want to become a millionaire, you'll become it. You want to become a billionaire, you'll become it. You want to be in that loving relationship with that person, you'll have it. But it's about a consistency of being able to speak that in and not giving up. And the only reason why you give up is because you don't see your worth and value of being able to achieve that. But when you have a self-love healing practice, when you release those beliefs, those fears, those doubts based on what's happened to you in your past and prior to that, when you do the deep inner healing work, you'll see your worth, you'll see your value, you'll see that you're enough, just like everybody else. You will see that you're just the same as everybody else. Those that have got what it is that you want, you can have it too. And you will then work towards those goals, whatever those goals are, by remaining faithful with your new story, the new person that you have become through healing, by blending in beautifully what it is that you are desiring, by speaking that into. So guys, I do offer a variety of coaching experiences. Like I said, Be Love is my advanced self-study or VIP ultimate experience, or the intimate, intensive one-to-one experience with me. There's a variety of different flavors with that. So you can check that in the links below. I do also have, just before I go, I do have a Badass Manifestors community on YouTube, a members only channel on YouTube with over a year's worth of unseen footage. So again, you can click the join button or click the link in my bio to find out more about that too, if you wanted to get more footage from me on YouTube. So there you go, guys. What you believe you will be, you will be. And it's just remaining persistent with that. So if you don't like what you are currently being, it's about time to do the inner healing work, to change the story. And if you want to work with an expert in neural pathway reprogramming, then check the links below the video. Take care. And I, as always, will be back very, very soon.